the connectivity that is that is a kind of common destiny for all of us. And as I said, this theme is so, as I said, so profound. It connects not only our present, as I was speaking about the present, this is something that really relates to all of us, the present, but also the past, and maybe also the future. If you, if we stop for a moment and think of the past, when we talk of the oceans, we know that the oceans had been routes of communication, of connection between countries, trade-wise. And we know trade is always, always connected with exchange of cultures. And if you think of how cultures from one region to the other, how they moved along these trade routes, this would also be a very, very interesting way to look at the theme. And when we talk of culture, the change of culture, the acculturation in a way, cultures coming together, also talking about something that the postmodern critics are really, really concerned, had been concerned about, and they still are. And we are in a way revisiting that point of the coming together of cultures, but in a different way. We have, if you see history, read history, acculturation, excuse me, acculturation has always had a politics of power attached to it. That is the dominant taking over, the less dominant, the less powerful culture. And this is the kind of acculturation that we are not concerned about in these days. In fact, we're looking at a very different kind of negotiation between cultures. It is rather like, I'll just make it, I don't want to be too theoretical, but I'll just make it a little simple. Say the concept about the melting pot versus the mosaic. This was the first concept, the melting pot. It is connected to the, it had been first used in connection to the US and the way they once when something that we are not a little suspect about. This is, think of a melting pot. A melting pot would have different kinds of things put into it. And then if you melt it, they will all flow into one another. And if there's too much of one element, it will kind of have the more prominence in the finished product. And what I'm trying to say is a melting pot kind of a cultural situation will always have the dominant element being the dominant. There will not be separate identities. That is the kind of thing that we had seen in our previous days, historically, that is. But now, with, we're the civilization getting older, us getting a little more conscious, us getting a little more aware of what is right and what culture should be like, we are more concerned about looking at culture as a mosaic. What is a mosaic? A mosaic, just think of a mosaic floor with small pieces of stones, embedded in it. There is a pattern. When you see it from a distance, there is a clear pattern which you can actually see. But if you look very close, you'll also see the separate identities of all the small pieces of stones, their colors, their shapes, and the way they come together to form a bigger pattern. Question of there being a separate identity to all of us, to all cultures, and yet all the cultures come together to form a pattern. As I said, this is a coexistence. This is preserving your identity, yet contributing to, as I said, a pattern that actually goes beyond our personal identities, our personal spaces. And historically, if we go back to the ocean thing, that is, think of a time when there were no nations, the way we know nations as of now. There were land masses, there were cultures which demarcated areas, that is, maybe political boundaries also. But nationhood is something that, in fact, I've always thought of nationhood in this way, that does give you a sense of identity, but it also makes you a sense of, it also gives you a sense of, a superiority, kind of superiority over others, over the other nations. So I'm just asking you to consider those times, old times, when culture was still in a stage of formation, a back and forth movement. And it was, in fact, this, as I said, the ocean routes, the trade, the connection between countries that brought together possibility of the diversity of cultures that we have now. So I don't know whether thinking in these lines, but it would be really intriguing if we could, maybe later we can talk about it in a much more detailed manner. And this may actually also trigger your imagination. And uh, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is a little esoteric. I don't know whether I should be speaking about it, but since it's got a very, very strong imaginative impact, and I just anyway talk about it. Have you heard of the phrase, the memory of water? I was reading about it the other day, and it is still considered to be a fringe science, not proper science, because we know that this happens, but we do not know how and why it happens. So it cannot become a part of the mainstream science. But I'm I'm not taking that out of science. I have no way of proving or disproving, or in fact, I have no intention to talk about whether it is scientific or not. But I found it's got a tremendous imaginative potential, this phrase itself. And when I thought about, think of the seas, think of the things that they had witnessed, think of water, think of the, almost the palimpsest of layers of history, layers of events that the seas have gone through, things that our civilization probably doesn't know about. The layers of civilization, the layers of memories, the layers of experience that, in total, which has actually come down to us and formed a racial memory, and something that we are not even aware that we have. And I was again reading something. There was an experiment in Germany, where a certain flour was dipped in water. And then the water molecules were observed under a high power microscope. And it was seen that there was a similar pattern in all the molecules and all the droplets. Why I'm saying this is, it was again another flour was dropped in the same water. And again, it was observed and it was seen that the pattern had completely changed. So what I'm trying to say, therefore, is, again, scientifically, I'm not going into it. I'm simply trying to take the imaginative import. I'm simply trying to expand the context to see and to understand and to, ruminate about what can be the, how we could approach this from an artistic manner, from a way which is, conducive to the production of art. I myself found it extremely, extremely, as I said, provocative. So I was just trying to provoke some of you, so you could probably think about these lines, think along these lines. So think of the memory of the oceans. Think of the memories that has piled together. Think of the memories that have brought us where we are now. And think of the relationships between nations that we have now, how they're based on these memories. These memories are all there within the water. Scientifically, I don't know, but imaginatively, yes. So I'm sure you'll have just a few thoughts that came to my mind, so I shared them with you. And I'm really, really eager to know how you would how you are thinking of approaching the whole context, the workshop, and I'm very, very eager to talk to each one of you. So I'll just now ask you to speak. I mean, it has been decided that each artist will only get 2 minutes. And I'm a very bad coordinator. I'm very bad with times. So I will not stop you because I will be so engrossed in listening to you. I would be lost within the, as I said, I'll be listening to you pretty hard, and I will not have any sense of time, or so I won't be able to stop you. So please, 2 minutes each, and you can start. Vasundhara, are you there? Hello? So, okay.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah.
So we can start.
Yeah. Vasundhara, will you please call out the names so that, they can kind of speak?
Okay. So we can start with Miss Nupur Kundu, and she's our Indian artist, and she has been working with us for a very long time. So Nupur, all yours.
Hi, Nupur.
Hello, Dr. Ghosh. Thank you for the very inspirational talk that you gave us right now. As an artist myself, and being associated with Seher for, I think, almost 20 years, I have always looked forward for these organizational curated workshops with Seher. One of the most inspirational workshops I've attended is with this organization. And I also thank them that to be always a part of them and, introducing me to such wonderful artists across the globe with whom we interact over these workshops. This is the first time I'm sure this has been before, but a very inspirational Zoom seminar like this. And it was wonderful hearing you, Dr. Anuradha. I think it has triggered not only, yes, thank you so much. I think it's a very good spark to the whole, workshop starting, which has never been there before. I think that is one of the things that, during COVID times, we've all kind of looked out of the box, trying to think out of the box. And in a way, kind of connecting over internet and the Zoom meetings, it has been a blessing to all of us, thinking out of the box. So I think it is one of the things that, it was lovely hearing you. Seher, I've been associated for almost 20 years as a practicing freelance artist for 25 years. This is one of the workshops that I'm really looking forward to. Thank you for the Ministry of External Affairs who's organizing this also, and Seher curating it. Thank you for the team of Seher, Ankita, Vasundhara, and everybody who, so smartly, organize everything for the comfort of artists. I'm really looking forward to interact with each one of you artists here from Myanmar, from Cambodia. And for me, apart from, the reason for me to attend the workshop is I, as an artist, you would, agree that we keep sitting in our workshops and in our own studios rather and painting. But this is an opportunity for us artists to kind of interact with each other and see each other paint. And above all, learn from each other. So that is for me, my reason for me to, join these kind of art workshops, so as to say. The beautiful topic that has been given, oceans of connectivity. And I'm sure each one of us has been kind of thinking in our own way how to approach the topic. But today, I think each one of us has got a kind of a different direction from Dr. Anuradha Ghosh. And looking at myself, I've also been a technically trained Indian classical Kathak dancer. So I kind of connect a lot with the ocean and the blue, kind of the colors of blue and the shades of blue has been my favorite in my own abstract style. The way I paint, I do a lot of impasto paint, and that has been my technique in the palette knife with oils that I paint. And the oceans of connectivity, connecting each one of us. I am really looking forward to how we connect with each other. As I just mentioned that I've been a classical dancer also. So one thing I would like to mention, the way, I used to learn the technicalities of performing the footwork in Indian classical dance. I have learned the mastery, so as to say, of the Jaipur Gharana of Indian classical dance used to be the footwork. And the ladi that we learned, the kind of connections between one rhythm to the other. And the same I'm looking forward to connect with all of you and each countries sitting right here in India. And I think it's a pleasure for us that you all are coming over, and the oceans do connect with each other, which is so true. Thank you so much. And I really look forward to meeting each one of you and spending some really quality time painting with each other. Thank you, Dr. Ghosh.
Thank you, Nupur. Yeah, and Vasundhara, please take over.
Yeah, we'll probably start with Mr. Samrit Kyo from Cambodia now. Please introduce yourself and say a few words.
Yes. In Cambodia, it's the afternoon right now. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kailash, an artist from Cambodia. Nice to meet you all. I am delighted to be here as this will be a perfect opportunity for me to meet famous artists from other countries. I personally am sure to meet new people from the same profession. Painting is an art that I have loved since I was a child. Currently, although I have a job as a teacher in painting at the Royal University of Fine Arts, I still continue to study painting. There is a saying that learning is a lifelong journey. I am into drawing impressionist style. I have been to some workshops such as Thailand, Japan, and I also acknowledge their great artistic progress. Seeing the foreign country art commensurately grow made me want to continue my career until I am success. This is a part of my goal. I hope that all the artists will be successful in the long journey ahead. Yes, at the end, I would like to thank you, beloved and dear people, especially the host, CHER and SOMCA, organized team, as well as all the people that involved in making an event happen. Again, thank you. Okay, finish.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kyo. Thank you. Thanks for your kind words. We'd like to maybe now ask Ms. Sonika Agarwal to introduce herself and say a few words, please.
Namaskaram, everyone. I'm Sonika here, an artist working in Delhi. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha Ghosh, for orienting this whole meeting, and you have thrown some very important and different perspective to the theme, which is already very intriguing, oceans of connectivity. I really like the theme of it, and I'm sure in each one of our minds, the back of our mind, it's already going on how to perceive the subject and how to come up with the best possible way. Well, India and Southeast Asian countries have always been connected since ages in terms of culture, art, and there have been exchanges of all kinds, and oceans have been the main route to be, to make it possible to connect, all of us in different countries. So the subject is very, very apt, and like Ms. Anuradha Ghosh said, water has its own memory, which cannot be maybe scientifically proven, but there it makes a perfect sense. Like our river Ganga, holy Ganga, has a memory of its own, and in previous times, the kings used to specially carry the water of Ganga wherever they used to go because of its spiritual and dimension, and of course, it had some of its essence which would do something to the human body in particular. So similarly, I'm sure you have thrown a new light to us, saying that oceans also would have had their memories, and they've been watching humanity and human civilizations evolve. because a lot has happened over the oceans, colonization, culture exchange, trade, and whatnot. So it's a very, very important subject, and I'm trying my best to come up with the best possible idea that can project this and reflect this idea on my canvas. And I'm very, very delighted to be a part of this camp. Well, I have known Sanjeev and Seher since many years, but this is first opportunity that I'm getting to work with Seher. And I'm really looking forward to talk to all the artists, interact and learn from all of you and paint together, and which will be a very, very enriching experience. Well, my own subject always remains about painting cosmic ocean. So I try to project cosmic ocean through my works. And now let's see, how am I going to connect the cosmic ocean and the oceans that we are talking here, that are connecting all these countries, Southeast Asian countries. So maybe I'm just trying to bring both the oceans together through my canvas, and let's see what comes out. So thank you very much to the team of Seher, Vasundhara, Ankita, and thank you, Ms. Anuradha Ghosh, for throwing new light on the subject. And I'm really looking forward to the entire experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonika. Thanks a lot. I'd like to invite Mr. Edroger Roseli from Malaysia now to please say a few words and introduce himself. Thank you. And I think you're on mute. You're still on mute.
Okay. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you now. Hi.
Hi, my name is Edroger Roseli from Malaysia. I live and work in Kuala Lumpur, the capital city, but I originally came from across from the East Malaysia, the Sarawak, from the Borneo Island, and I've been practicing as full-time artist since graduate in 2010. So I've been an artist for like 12 years, and I'm very grateful and honored to be a part of this this event, and really looking forward to meet you guys and to share ideas and to work together. And the theme, for me, the theme is very intriguing, because my body of work, I always change my differently from topic to topic. So every body of work, I'll try to explore different form that helps amplify the topic that I was going to talk about. So this topic, oceans of connectivity, is very interesting to explore, and I still don't have any visual ideas yet, but I think it will be a learning opportunity to exchange ideas from you guys, and we'll see what happened on my canvas. And also, what I love about our part of the world is the history. I think the sea route, or the ocean, the way the ocean had witnessed what happened to our part of the world way before nation states, before colonialism, before everything, and before borders. So we are just like we just communicate to each other, go to each other through the sea, and then exchange ideas and cultures. So I think I love history. So I think I'll try to see what I can do about for the theme of oceans and connectivity. Yeah, looking forward.
Great. Thank you so much, Ed. It's
Thank
nice
you.
to hear your take on this as well. I'd like Mr. Yogendra Tripathi from India to please introduce himself and say a few words. Yogendra.
Hello.
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 Yogendra.
Thank you for this camp, and that's a very nice subject, connecting oceans. I would be like paint sound of oceans. Okay, and मैं शहर से करीब 15-17 साल से जुड़ा हूँ, और वो अलग अलग थीम पे जो काम करते हैं, जिससे हमको कलाओं के अंतर संबंध, विभिन्न कलाओं का और सारी कंट्री से कलाकारों से मिलने के बाद जो एक नई प्रेरणा मिलती है, वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। और इसके लिए मैं एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्ट्री और शहर को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। नमस्कार।
Thank you, Yogendra. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I please invite Ms. Aimait So from Myanmar to please introduce herself and say a few words? No.
I'm from Myanmar. I'm Im Yesu, assistant lecturer.
Im Yesu. Okay.
Art and Culture, Mandalay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
glad to participate ASEAN-India Artist Camp 2022. Actually, India arts and food are familiar Myanmar people. And I'm excited to meet you all, and see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. So. Thank you so much. Can I please request Ms. Laishram Meena from India to please introduce herself and say a few words?
Hi everyone. This is Laishram Meena from India. I look like not from India, but I'm Indian. So so it's from past 5 years I'm working with Seher. But I can say Seher is one of the best art camp. So you can see new thing. I mean even this thanks to Vasu and even the Seher team, they don't behave like working over there. You can feel like as a family, and so I'm so happy that I got another chance to work with this team and all new faces. So yeah, I work on a figurative and more of I work on papers, sculpture. So this is something very new topic for me. It's connectivity with the ocean. But everything is connected. Without ocean, there's no art, no sky, nothing. So everything is connected. Same as with every country that we are connected. So it's one place we stay together and we work together. That would be very nice to exchange the idea and exchange the thought process. So many things. So I'm looking forward to see you all. That's it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Ms. Meena. Can I now please request Mr. Eddie Salicio from Indonesia to please introduce himself and say a few words?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. I would to very thank you so much to all committee, special to committee from Seher, very quick response to my question, everything I ask. She can very fast respond. I'm full-time artist and have some of many event workshop in Europe and in the ASEAN. In this event, I very proudly because 2 times I will go to India, but cancel. So this time I hope can join with the made good friend in there and can doing workshop with the best can I do. So this time the ocean of connectivity I think is very interesting to me because history of my island Indonesia have many sea and the history of the sea. So I really have spirit to be joined in there. So I hope I can finish my visa and my process in Jakarta because some little survive in to make the visa. So thank you very much for everybody and all participant artists. See you soon in New Delhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sudipsio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I now please request Ms. Nin Taneja to please introduce herself and say a few words?
Hi, my name is I've been painting for the last 30 years now. So, period of my journey, I worked in metal, glass, oils, acrylics, and now watercolors. My main subject is the house sparrow and other birds. So, thank you so much for inviting me to the prestigious camp with the theme Oceans of Connectivity. As rightly put, that we are connected through our oceans, and this title holds a very special meaning to me, as apart from my art, have been working very closely with nature conservation for the last 10 years. So, working, supporting the Forever Society in Pune, that is trying to save the house sparrow, which I feel, whether it's the bird life or marine life, coastal environment or culture, anything for that matter, there must be an exchange of ideas and understanding on how each one of us can contribute towards preserving it for our future generations. So just what better medium than art to be able to paint thoughts in a focused and a beautiful environment, I feel. So at the camp, I look forward to interacting with fellow artists and strengthen community character. And I'm greatly thankful to Mr. Sanjeev, the team, and the Ministry of International Affairs in giving me that opportunity. And thank you so much, everybody, Dr. Ghosh and everybody. Thank you so much.
I'll just say something here. You've touched a point which is very, very close to my heart. In fact, I have a couple of sparrows in my house. They're almost pets. They come almost every day. So I'm sure I will have lengthy conversations with you, when we meet.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nin. Can I ask Melissa from Philippines to please introduce herself and say a few words?
Good afternoon, everyone. Mayong hapon. My name is Melissa, and I'm from Mindanao, Philippines. So I'm really grateful to be here and to be part of this workshop and program. For me, being surrounded by a body of water, like my country is surrounded by a body of water, and I'm also in the water a lot. So this topic is really very, very personal to me. Like, especially I always go underwater. So I'm really looking forward to, like, I really like also what Dr. Ghosh said earlier. And I'm really looking forward to learn more about it. And especially that I really like using water as one of my subjects. And so I'm also looking forward to meet and learn from each and every artist that is participating in this workshop. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Melissa. Can I please ask Anjum from India to introduce herself now?
Hello, everyone. Hi, Anuradha ji. I'm Anjum from New Delhi. As I born in Lucknow, so Lucknow is connected with Yamuna River, and now I'm working in Delhi from last 10 years, and Delhi is connected with the Ganga. So I have a little connection with the rivers and water. So painting on connectivity of oceans. And I'm really thankful to Seher team and external affairs to give me the opportunity. And thank you so much. And I think Anuradha ji, you have given me so many top ideas.
Thank you, but I think you will have better ideas than me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anju. Can I please ask Mr. Litpanit from Thailand? And please excuse me in case I am mispronouncing any names. It would be better if you can, yes, please tell how it's best pronounced.
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, I'm Patarapon Litpanit. You listen me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Patarapon. Yeah, and short name Pat. I'm from the Thailand. Okay, I'm teach in the Faculty of Fine Art, Badipastin Institute. Yeah, I'm happy for the join us in this event. But I'm painting maybe in 30 years ago because I'm learned in the College of Fine Art. Yeah, I hope it meet to you all and for the third in the inspiration in India for the other in the concept in the ocean. I believe it's the ocean is a brand of the culture bringing the passage of time cruise. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I now please ask Ms. Vanita Gupta to please introduce herself?
Hi. I can't see anyone actually. Hi, I'm Vanita. Yeah. Hi, I'm Vanita Gupta here. And I would like to thank Seher for inviting me. I have been associated with them for, I think, more than a decade now. And I would like to thank Ms. Anuradha ji for, bringing streamline to our thought process before we really get in there. And I see this whole opportunity as where, we have been discussing about oceans and, rivers, how things come together. So I just look, for me, this is a time where, I'll be absorbing a lot. And from my isolated studio practice, I think this is the time where I interact, meet, receive, and possibly give different, aspects that we live through. And the interesting part about Seher is like, it's not just about visual arts. You know, they get people from artists from like performing arts, musicians, dancers. And here this time it's you know, it's inter-country, like people are coming from different parts of Southeast Asia. So I'm really looking forward. And talking about my practice, I although studied as a painter, but my practice has, you know, evolved into sculpture, and also some, you know, I do some video installations. Recently, I have been venturing into architecture. There has been some collaborations with an architect where I'm coming up with scenography. And also to tell you, like in 2015, I was awarded the Rockefeller Asian Cultural Council grant in New York. So that's the time. In fact, I made, you know, I think Melissa is from Philippines. So I'm really looking forward. I made a great friend who was also a part of my residency from Philippines. So I think I'm looking forward to this long-term friendship, you know, where there's a very interesting time we have. And yeah, I think that's what brings us together. And I think Anuradha ji will really streamline us in that direction. And so looking forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanita. Can I please ask Mr. Nabil Haradli to please introduce himself from Brunei Darussalam?
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Nabil from Brunei. Sorry, my connection just now interrupted by someone calling me by Indian embassy here. I'm waiting outside of the Indian embassy, waiting for my visa.
Your visa, right?
Oh my God. Okay. I would like to say thanks to Seher for this big opportunity, and thanks to Basundara,
yes,
and to Dr. Anuradha Ghosh for the nice briefing. And I got nothing much to say. I just can't wait to meet everyone in art camp to share, exchange idea, and gain a new experience. That's all. Looking forward to see you all.
Thank you so much, Nabil. Thank you.
I need to log out. Is it okay?
That's okay. You should go get your visa.
Okay. See you guys soon. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Yeah. Can I ask Ms. Japani Shyam to introduce herself now, please?
Namaste.
Namaste.
Dr. Anuradha Ghosh ji. और thank you Seher, thank you Vasundhara ji and Sanjeev ji. आपका जो ये सब्जेक्ट है ये मेरे लिए बहुत ही खास है क्योंकि मैं एक कंटेम्प्रेरी और ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिस्ट हूँ. मैं 15-20 साल से पेंटिंग कर रही हूँ और मेरा हमेशा नेचर के ऊपर मैं काम करती हूँ और ये नेचर का एक पार्ट है जिसमें बहुत सारी मेरी अपनी कहानियां हैं, अपनी सोच है और ये बहुत अच्छा मौका है मेरे लिए कि मैं वहां पे अपनी सारी चीजें दिखा सकूंगी और जो मैं सोच रखती हूँ उस नेचर के लिए. और मेरी बहुत सारी नदियों के ऊपर कहानी है, जैसे हमारी इधर नर्मदा नदी है और ये पृथ्वी कैसे बनी है क्योंकि यहाँ दुनिया में पहले पानी पानी था, वहां से ये दुनिया को कैसे शुरुआत की, इस तरीके की बहुत सी चीजें जो है मैंने सुनी हुई है, मेरे ट्रेडिशन में है. तो ये बहुत अच्छा मौका मुझे आपने दिया है, तो इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों को. और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि आप लोगों ने इस कैंप का पार्ट मुझे बनाया है. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Japani ji. Can I request our artist from Laos, Ms. Son, to please introduce herself?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Son Khun Pasut. I am 38 years old. I working with a teacher for to teach in the wood carving and for painting. for the carving monoprint and for the work more the artwork printmaking at the National Faculty of Fine Art in Vientiane. I feel very honored to the solicited by the solution community, the politics, the ASEAN Artist Camp India, Udapur from 10 and 9 October. We will currently see the workshop in the Japan, India, Japan and Thailand, Vietnam. But for the India, they're very important in the Europe. In this project, artists, export Lao artists, I view the goal of the authority, learn the good experience that we can exchange technology and the culture between ASEAN community to have strong cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Son. Can I please ask Mr. Basant Bhargav to please introduce himself?
Hi, I'm Basant Bhargav from Bhopal, India. I'm working. You can hear me? Hi. Hello.
Yeah, we can.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I'm Basant Bhargav from Bhopal, India. I'm basically I'm working with abstraction last 20 years in my field. So I'm very happy with this event. I'm thankful to Shahar and Ministry of External Affairs India. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Basantji. Can I please ask Ms. Lin from Vietnam to introduce herself? Ms. Flynn, sorry.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Flynn. I'm a visual artist and currently live and working in Hanoi, Vietnam. First of all, I want to thanks to Ministry of External Affairs and Seher. It's an honor to me as a young artist to join this event. I was educated as a painter, but now I work a lot with multimedia, including performance art and video and installations. So when I received the theme of ocean, I think it's a really huge and an open subject. It kept me think a lot because as a Vietnamese, we have history and culture connected a lot with the theme of ocean. So I'm thinking a lot about the concept of the water element, the spirituality, and also about our ancient myth. It's also have a story connected to the ocean. That's just for now, but I think each artist from others country will have their own history, stories and experience. So I hope through this, after this session and through the workshop coming up next, I would love to know more and exchange, sharing thoughts, ideas, and learn from others. Yeah, that's all for me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Is Dileep Ji here? So Dileep Sharma. Dileep Ji, are you here? I don't think Dileep Ji is here or has joined. So I guess, yeah, apart from that, I think that pretty much sums up the artist introductions. Thank you all of you for your kind words, and it's so nice to meet you, and we're really looking forward to having you here and watching you do your magic. I'd also like to thank Somka in Indonesia for all their support in doing this. And of course, thanks to the Ministry of External Affairs for all their support throughout, and the ASEAN Secretariat. Can I please ask Dr. Ghosh to take it from here and conclude the meeting?
Yeah, it has been such an energetic session. I'm sure all of you will agree that when so many talented people, imaginative people, creative people come together, and this actually reassures me that we can actually change the world. I mean, I know I'm sounding a little bit emotional, but that's how I am. I got a few cues from some of you. First of all, the blue from Nupur. Well, I'm basically an art writer, and I connect words with images. This really gave me a kind of tremendous imaginative expansion. The blue of the ocean, the blue of the sky. The blue is an extremely interesting color, and I will be going on, thinking about the meaning of blue. So, and the sparrows, of course, sparrows. I love sparrows, and this is in one way I think we can actually relate not only the human beings but also the animal world with, as I said, the marine ecology, which is so very badly, it is suffering so very badly, and how we know how sparrows and other small birds are suffering because of the mobile networks and all. We are all aware of it. So in a way, I would say we are, bringing many threads together. We are bringing not only threads of culture, but as I said, the threads of survival as well, not of human beings, but of the animal world, of our planet in particular. So as I said, and of course, the question of myth, the cultural myths, and someone had been talking about these, and I'm sure I had missed mentioning these in my introductory lecture. But I would definitely want to, when I speak to you, all of you, one-to-one, we will definitely have time to talk about, the myths that in every country, in every culture are related to the seas. We know of Poseidon, we know of the Noah's Ark. Water brings death, but water also brings life. And that Eliot subsection of poem by T.S. Eliot, Death by Water. And I'm sure we will not talk about death by water, but we will talk about life by water. So let's all get together and create energy. I think we should stop here because we need to keep stuff for our discussions. We need to really seriously and passionately and energetically come together and formulate ways that only art can have of making this planet a better place. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
You can leave now?
No, we can't hear you, Vasundhara. It's muted.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was muted. Thank you so much, Anuradha ji. I just wanted to ask, in case somebody from Somka's team or anybody here would like to give some closing remarks before we conclude the call. Lena, Gentor, is anybody there from Somka?
Hi, Fasun. I think it's really good to meet all of you here, and looking forward to have a good artist camp in ASEAN and India. I think that's all for us. Yes.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Okay, so thank you everyone for your time, and this was really nice to meet all of you here. We're looking forward to seeing you here in India and having a great camp together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Vasantha.
Thank
See
you
you
so
all.
much.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
to see everyone.
Yeah. I add is some question. How many degree in India in
How many
October?
do we?
How many degree have the land have? How many?
Oh, the weather? The weather?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not going to be very cold, but it's not going to be hot. So you can carry something light to wear.
Okay.
Maybe a jacket because the evenings get cold.
Yeah, I think in Udaipur you'll find a nip in the air during the evenings. So
the evenings get a little cold, yeah. So you can carry a couple of jackets.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.